Okay, you will be listening to the A to Z Reader Kites, in case anybody's struggling with words or would just like to sit back and listen to it. All about kites. Written by Elizabeth Austin, illustrated by Maria Voorhis. Table of Contents. As a reminder, the table of contents shows you where to go back if you have questions, or if you want to talk about a specific or read about a specific area, you can look at the table of contents, which will help you find that page. Introduction. A kite is one of the oldest toys, and it's very simple to make. Kites come in many sizes, shapes, and colors. Did you know that kites can be both toys and tools? History of kites. Kites were named after the kite bird. The kite bird has wide wings and easily floats high in the sky. No one knows who made the first kite, but one famous Chinese story about a kite was written over 2,000 years ago. The story is about a man who used a kite to attack a fort. He couldn't find a way to get inside the fort, so he tied himself to a huge kite. He flew over the wall of the fort and scared the soldiers. The inventor, Ben Franklin, had an idea that lightning was made of electricity. He wanted to prove his idea. One day, when it was stormy, he tied a metal key to a kite string. Then he flew the kite up into the storm clouds. Lightning from the storm hit his kite. The electricity ran down the wet string to the metal key. When he reached for the key, he got a surprise. The electricity jumped from the key and gave him a shock. Do not try this yourself. It is not safe to do. When Ben Franklin tried to do it again, he was hurt badly. Many uses for kites. Some people have used kites for fishing. They put a fish hook and bait on the long kite tail. The kite tail dragged into the water. When a fish saw it, it bit the bait and was caught on the hook. Then the kite was pulled in. Weather kites carried scientific gauges into the sky. The gauges measured how fast the wind was blowing and how cool the air was. Years ago, some armies used kites with cameras to spy on enemy troops. Kites were also used as flying targets. The kites trained soldiers to aim better. Soldiers shot at the kites. The moving kites were hard to hit with bullets. Different shapes of kites fly in different ways. Flat, diamond-shaped kites fly easily. Box-shaped kites can hang still in the air for a long time. Stunt kites twist and twirl on many strings. Large parafoil kites act almost like parachutes. Giant dragon kites flutter. Fighting kites can be used to cut other kites' strings. Make your own kite. You'll need two lightweight smooth sticks, one 3 feet long and the other 2 feet long, a large plastic trash bag cut open, a long strip of lightweight cloth or plastic for the tail, scissors, strong tape, and a very long string. Step 1. Form a cross shape with two sticks. Wrap tape around the sticks where they meet. Step 2. Cut off a 4-foot piece of string. Tape each end of the string to each end of the long kite. This string is called the bridle. Tie one end of the rest of the string to the middle of the bridle. Step 3. Lay the cross on the open plastic bag. Cut a diamond shape around it. Make sure to cut the diamond shape wider than the ends of the sticks. Step 4. Fold the corners of the diamond over the ends of the sticks. Tape the corners tightly to the sticks. Step 5. For a tail, tape the strip of cloth or plastic to the bottom of the kite. Kite safety. Remember to choose an open, safe place for flying your kite. Don't fly it near power lines. Keep it away from trees, roads, and airports. Don't fly a kite in the rain or when you hear thunder. Be sure nothing is on the ground to trip over. On a breezy day, take your kite to a flat, open area. Be sure that there are no power lines or big trees. Look at the ground around you. Is there anything you could trip over? Hold your kite up by the bridle and run into the wind. Let go of the kite and slowly let out some string. Then let out a little more until your kite is high in the sky. Happy flying. Bridle, a kind of harness that guides movement with ropes or strings. Fish hook, a curved metal hook put on the end of a fishing line. Flutter, to flap or vibrate in the wind. Gauges, tools used to measure something such as heat, wind, and cold. Parafoil, a lightweight sail like a small parachute. Shock, a sharp jolt when electrical current touches a person's body. And that is the end of the story.